Hello, everyone. Welcome to Astral Investigation. My name is Ash. We are here tonight to try to get some messages, some answers, or even try to communicate with the soul of Matthew Perry, who recently crossed over. I just heard in my mind very quickly. So it was a very quick crossing. Crossing as well can have to do with being done wrong in some way, being crossed. Okay, you know what I mean? Well, that was an X, but oh, there could be a message there. Not okay. Let's get this out of the way. This is for 18 years and up. Entertainment purposes only. There's my disclaimer. Now, I'm going to be using the Haunted House Tarot. This deck I found at one of my favorite metaphysical shops. I think in 2022 it was. I know for sure it wasn't this year. I believe it was last year. Okay, I don't know if the camera picked up that noise or what that was. Oh, okay, it's a dog. Okay, sorry, my bad. It sounded almost like a guy at first, like, and that's not a dog I recognize. Interesting. Spirits here. Okay, at the bottom of the Haunted House Tarot, we have the Strength card. There could have been a very attractive woman. I heard foul play. Very beautiful woman. Some foul play. And at the bottom, ooh, that dog. Of the True Crime deck, we have Secret. Ooh. Fraud. This woman was a fraud, or there could have been some type of embezzling, something with money going on. This is comforting though, to Matthew. Oh, wow, I have chills. He's actually with his grandparent or grandparents. I really have chills all over my left leg. So there's a significance with a grandmother because the left side of your body is the maternal, the matriarch side, and then the right side is the paternal side, the masculine side of your body. Getting a little dizzy. I'm going to split the deck in half, and I'm going to start with this bottom half with grandparents at the bottom, and then we'll get into the tarot. And also, you guys, I am going to timestamp below when we will begin the spirit box session, which with most of my astral investigations are pretty on point, on par, mind-blowing. Also, if you guys are new here and you're wondering where the heck does she come from? What's her story? After the transition of my daughter's father, whom you can see right here in this picture, along with my a little closer there's my grandfather, and then over there, can't really see, is my grandmother. But the sudden transition of my daughter's father happened in 2016, and after that, I really started developing these it started a lot with clairaudience. Okay? I started being able to build a repertoire with spirit. Okay, anyways, here we go. My psychic medium abilities shot through the roof. I was always a child of nature, though. I always grew up playing in the woods, in nature, in the creeks, riding my bike everywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah. Close to nature. Anyways, this isn't about me, but I just wanted to give you a quick backstory if you were new. Back to Matthew. I believe he passed away. This is as well what is... Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I'm sorry. If these beautiful cards like the grandparent card and the God card come out, I will show you and tell you. His passing is beautiful. That's not what I'm saying. The God card showing up is beautiful. It's showing you where his soul is on its way to. Okay. Wow. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to look here. I believe he passed away on the night of the hunter's moon. Yep, October 28th, 2023. He was born August 19th, 1969. Speaking of the strength card here at the bottom of the deck, Leo sun. Matthew was a Leo. How interesting. Okay, what happened, Matthew? Beloved. You have so many fans. So many people are very hurt over your sudden and very early exit. Okay? Yeah. Too early. Power. Power struggle. Lies. Communication at the bottom of the other deck, the other half of this humongous true crime deck. And we have money that just slid out. Power struggle, lies, money. Tell us more, please, Matthew. Clarify power. Why is power here? Oh my gosh. Oh, I have chills. I have big chills. Big chills. Life insurance. Clarifying. Power. Thank you, Matthew. Clarify lies. He's saying use the other half. Lies. The devil. Oh, the devil's lies. With secret weapon at the bottom. There was a secret weapon utilized. Sorry, guys, I had to change the meditation music, but there's a message there. He wants us to focus in on this secret weapon for a moment, I believe. Okay. He's saying use this other deck and then the tarot. Wow. Wow. Tell us more about the secret weapon and the devil's lies. Tell us more about the secret weapon. We have school. So institution, I'm hearing in my mind something about an institution. Tell us about the secret weapon. We have market, manipulation with AI. Wow. And look at this. Accomplice, a partner in crime. So we have two individuals working together here. There could have been some type of AI manipulation. Oh, I also wanted to bring up, you guys, if you don't think this is weird, not only did he pass away on the full Hunter's Moon lunar eclipse, but if I bring up Instagram and I bring up his page, oh, you guys. His last post, what kind of coincidence is this? It's not a coincidence. It's literally them not him, them showing us like the plan. His last Instagram post was him in a hot tub. I don't know if this is the hot tub with the moon in the background. And the one right before that is a moon video. You guys, and it's just like, this is weird, you guys. Okay, now this is my first time being on his page with you, like live recording this reading, I promise. Someone else said something about his Instagram and it just popped in my head. You guys, okay. So he says in the caption of this really short video, is there something flying across? Oh yeah, there's something like, maybe he added that in. There's something flying across like Batman. You see that at the top of the screen. Watch. And he says, do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? I'm Matman. And then the one that posts before that is a pumpkin carved as the Batman symbol. Do you know what I mean? Is the caption. So let's go back to the very last post he made. Oh, so warm water swirling around makes you feel good. I'm Matman. Okay. Was he joking and had no idea what was about to happen? Or did he feel... This is so bizarre. Like, why is he... What? He's a funny guy, though. So he could have just been, like, making light of this. Like, he really likes Batman, you know? Like, my ear's ringing again. What is that? Oh my gosh, I just picked up the deck, you guys. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. But this is a sacrifice. This is the sacrifice card. It's almost like a willing. And I'm not saying that at all, but that's what that card says. So I'd like to honestly get back to the secret weapon. I'm hearing use the tarot. Something about propaganda, fake news. What's at the bottom of the deck? Tell me more about the secret weapon. This is the Three of Wands, but in this deck, it shows her walking downstairs towards seeing something that frightens her. She has a frightened look upon her face. He definitely knew something, found out something that was frightening, possibly. We have the World card and the Hierophant. He didn't want to go through this ritual. This shows an exorcism. He didn't want to go through this with these people. This is the World card, but look who all is at the very top of the steps. All those shadow figures, but in the light of illumination. He did not want to go through with possibly some type of humiliation ritual, or he was not willing to go through this, you know, I just keep hearing this ritual, for these powerful people standing at the top of the steps there. Or this secret weapon. Wow, we have fraud again behind it. He's calling somebody a fraud. I don't know if this is a female, like shown in the World card. This female that he's calling a fraud, that could have had some type of involvement here in this foul play that I picked up on in the beginning, definitely works with this illuminated group. Okay. Along with I just heard a high society religious sect. And then behind the Hierophant, we have the Chariot. Ooh, and it gets even creepier now, because this is the driver card. This is the driver. Get in. Where are we going? You say, or you ask. You'll know when you get there, replies the driver. Matthew wasn't down with this. I'm telling you. Nor was he down with this. This doppelganger, this cloning-ish. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Why were you sending bat signals with your last 3 posts? Why were you sending cryptic messages? He said, you can use the tarot. Okay. I'm going to shuffle one time. Because he was suffering. 9 of Swords. Silently. Nine of Swords. Worried. And he was trying to make light of it, like jokesters do, like people like me who are humorous, I promise you, who use humor as endearment, as love, as a way to keep the mood light, as a way to bring in, I'm getting chills on my crown, as a way to bring in true light, to laugh, to love. That's real. That's real. That's real. And real comedians and real funny people understand exactly what I'm saying because they've been through so much pain. All that's left to do is try to turn that around to the opposite. Keep it light. Make people laugh. We have the Sacrifice card again at the bottom after the shuffle. The 8 of Pentacles. He was a master of his craft. The 8 of Pentacles is a master of their craft. So why the sacrificial energy? Because he wouldn't go along with something. And he was also being manipulated. There was a plan. And he wouldn't go along with the institution here. Okay. Why were you sending out cryptic messages? Oh, I can't wait to get into the spirit box. But these cards are really talking. Okay. Matthew, Perry, please. Thank you so much. Why were you sending out those cryptic messages with the bat signal? Why were you sending out your bat signal? It makes me emotional. To the Queen of Cups. Look at those wings. Speaking of wings and bats. Oh my gosh. The Devil card at the bottom. Earn mercy. It was almost like requesting the angels' help with this Queen of Cups. Or he was dealing with a Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, who was actually working with him. I'm hearing Brandy. Angel in Disguise, that song. Angel in disguise she was, but somehow you fell for her until she broke your heart that day and love went away. Still I love you, says the Most High. Wrong crowd, wrong people. Wrong crowd, wrong people. I'm feeling like he feels so betrayed. I am hearing him like he's not in denial, but he's like, how could you all do this to me? These people could have been like family, not the female that he was involved with, not this evil, but someone else involved. Could have been like family. He's like in disbelief at the truth of the situation, is the energy I'm getting. What about this Queen of Cups? The Star. Oh my gosh, with another sacrificial card. And the Secret Society. The Four of Wands. This can also be symbolic of Matthew. From what I've read, he was a recovered, okay, from alcohol. The Star card is about recovery. Look at her rising out of the mud, out of the swamp. Praying, wishing. I truly believe this was Matthew's energy. Not to get too private, I'm just going to share a bit. It's like him talking with God, you know, realizing the people he is involved with most likely have these intentions, okay? And he's like, you know, I was able to clean up. I know we haven't always had, this is what I'm just getting. Please don't judge me in the comments for this. Like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that for legal purposes. But I do believe in my psychic mediumship gifts and abilities. And I do feel this is a conversation he had with God prior to this, where he's praying. And just like we saw the God card and the grandparent card, see, with this only happening 2 days ago, his soul is still going through that type of life review process, I believe. He's figuring things out, seeing things from a higher, different, okay, more evolved, divine perspective. But this conversation, this prayer did not go unheard, Because as we saw in the cards, he is now traversing the stars with his ancestors, with his grandparents, with his family. Okay, this is the star card. Traversing the stars with family on his way to be with the divine. And do you know what I'm hearing? These people in this society that sacrificed him on that hunter's moon. And you know what? Oh, I'm having chills again. People know, a lot of people have a feeling that they're going to pass, that they may pass soon. I worked at a hospital for a long time, but I didn't work with patients. I actually worked in the opposite. I didn't work with patients who were on their way out. I worked with the patients, the moms and the babies, who are on their way in, right? And on their way to becoming parents, mothers. I worked in labor and delivery. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, from what I've seen, and the last conversation I had with the person I loved dearly who crossed over suddenly, I was one of the last people to speak to him. And in our phone conversation, probably hours right before he passed, he transitioned suddenly. Something was different. I looked at the clock at 32:32. Something was different about him. The conversation was so strange. Not strange in like a weird way, like he was acting weird. No. It was just off. Something wasn't right. And I believe he could feel that. And Matthew felt that. That's why he sent out that bat signal in his last 3 Instagram posts. And I know that sounds batsh crazy to some people out there, but it's absolutely the truth of what I'm receiving right now, okay? I hope everyone out there can respect this message and can respect Matthew. Let's go ahead and combine these decks back together. Again, something about a communication. I think his last few communications would be telling, like his last few emails, texts, phone calls would be pretty telling. Were you truly alone when you passed? Were you truly alone? Were you truly alone? I don't think so. Oh, I'm telling you, he didn't want any parts of this. even if one point in time he went along with some things in the past because of his popularity and friends and all of that, when it came down to this, okay, and this, and these people, and maybe even some of this mixed in too, this came into play. He had underlying fear. That's why he was sending out the bat signal. In his own way. Some people may think that's childish or but think about Matthew as a child. That's so funny. I started this reading off telling you a little bit about my childhood and my background. And I'm sitting here, think about Matthew's inner child. That's who was, this is too much. That's who was speaking to us in the last 3 Instagram posts. The 2 before the very last one were funny, but that very last one with him in the hot tub, that's not funny. It's not funny at all. This was something that was organized. This was something that was planned for sure. Oh. $37:37 as I looked up at the clock. Towards the end there was definitely some fear going on regarding some very affluent people. Okay, here we go. It's spirit box time. And also, where you saw these people, this society, cult, whatever, look what's behind that. The 4 of Wands to the 5 of Wands. This was a ritual. The 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, King of Cups. Oh my gosh, and the 6 of Cups. You and your inner child. I just heard him say life is short. Enjoy the ride. This is one of the most emotional astral investigations, you guys, I've ever done. Here we go. Spirit box session at 39 minutes and 35 seconds. That will be time stamped below. gonna turn this light off. Okay. I'd like to speak with Matthew Perry, please. Is there any messages Matthew has to his fans, family, friends? Please and thank you.
It is sponsored by a palace penalty to me. Battery testing itself. Other half of my league. Arch free of that in. I mean, why? John respected. Phones here. Cards of the Lions. Benjamin Netanyahu. This.
I heard Heart of a Lion.
Even NPR respect. Kings and been on the field. Nation of Israel. Remembering in London. Hey, so.
Remembering.
Campaign on
London.
If you're a defense that has already killed that one drive, making it clear that is franchise. The ball in the end zone
to a ceasefire. Terrorist attack on
I do feel like his heart is hurt. I heard his heart. The girl, I'd like to speak with Matthew Perry.
On the stand. More less on. That would be shot.
Matthew, Matt. Chandler. Bing. I just heard Matthew. Pretty cool. You're pretty cool. You're really cool, from what I can tell. I heard women and set up. Did a woman have to do with you being set up? Thought I heard obvious. Bugged.
President, felony. Held information. Continued amount of 60 up to our teacher. Spending more incredible just because
Can you give us any names?
Two-thirds
Any names of interest?
Allies going on. WAC.
Were you unalived? That was a loud sound, like confirmation. Matthew Perry. What does Billie Holiday have to do with it? But I just heard bounty. I hope you... There was a bounty on his head. Let me look up something really quick. The moon. Did you hear that? Is there any... Is there anyone you'd like to say hi to?
It's so secret.
I heard secrets. Is there anyone you'd like to say hi? I'm trying to reach Matthew. Matthew Perry. Let's try the other app and see. Okay. I want to stop that. I heard, what did he do? I think it's more about what he didn't want to do, honestly. Matthew, what was it about? What did you not want to do? This is interesting. I heard, what did you not want to do? And we have parental figure come up. And he does not have any children, to my knowledge. And then we have missing. Bottom of the deck, we had deletion by self when I asked what he did not want to do. And I'm getting something on the back of my neck when I said that. That's not something he wanted to do. That's crazy. I just said that's not something he wanted to do, was self-delete. And we have natural causes here. Road, communication, secret society. He didn't want to be involved in this. Maybe there was someone, you know, on a certain... We won't even get into that. But there is confirmation of secret society involvement here. Anything else? You guys, that's the second time we've seen this card. Real A.I. And we have top secret at the bottom. This has been a really long astral investigation. We're approaching an hour. I feel like I've said a lot. What I did write down during the spirit box session was a penalty to me. Heart of a lion. Pretty cool. Women or woman set up. Bounty. Like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that for disclaimer, legal reasons. But I do believe we definitely communicated with Matthew Perry tonight. I wish you a beautiful journey in the afterlife with your family, your grandparents, and the divine and your angels. And your mission and your truth and your, I'm hearing, deliverance to God. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry. Peace.